নমস্কার, ওয়েলকাম টু বেঙ্গল স্টাডি গ্রুপ। আমি ওয়াসেফ আলী মল্লিক। আজকে আমরা আলোচনা করব লুসি পোয়েমসের একটা কবিতা, আই ট্রাভেলড অ্যামং আননোন মেন। কবিতাটা লিখেছেন উইলিয়াম ওয়ার্ডসওয়ার্থ। ওকে, লেটস begin the poem. This poem, I travelled among unknown men, is one of the finest of Lucy poems. The poem was published in 1807. In this poem, we get a touch of patriotism of the poet Wordsworth. The poet here introduced a renewed sense of patriotism, and the obvious reason is Lucy. Why? Because Lucy here played a pivotal role. She played a role of a catalyst to increase the poet's love for his country. Earlier, the poet had no love for his country, England, but later, getting in touch with Lucy, he found his country more and more beautiful. He was in love with his country. That's why the poet, at the end of the poem, praises both his beloved Lucy and his country, England. So, in this poem, patriotism prevails all over the poem. Okay, we'll read the poem and explain each and every aspect of the poem. কবিতার শেষে আমি কিছু প্রশ্ন উত্তর আলোচনা করব এবং সেই প্রশ্নগুলো আমি ভিডিওর ডেসক্রিপশনেও দিয়ে দেব। আর সেই প্রশ্নগুলো আপনারা সেখান থেকে সলভ করার চেষ্টা করবেন, আর যেগুলো পরীক্ষাতে অনেক কাজে লাগবে। ওকে, ভিডিওটা শুরু করা যাক। I have travelled among unknown men in lands beyond the sea. Nor England did I know till then what love I bore to thee. The poet, in the very first line, clears that he had travelled among the unknown countries. So, what does it mean? It means that when the poet was writing the poem, he was in Germany, and this gap between his country and his mind very upset him. Why? Because the poet wanted to enjoy the beauty of England, but he couldn't. Why? Because he was in another country. Wordsworth was always haunted for the natural beauty. He actually worshipped the natural beauty, but he couldn't get that type of natural beauty anywhere. That's why he regretted here that I travelled among the unknown men in lands beyond the sea. Beyond the sea means over the seas and oceans. He crossed the seas, but he couldn't get that touch of beauty. And nor England. The poet here explicitly clears that he had never any love for his country, England. Did I know till then? Till then he had no love for his country. And then the poet here says that, till did I know till then what love I bore to thee. Until the poet got a touch of a love for his country, the poet was unaware what kind of love he bore in his mind for his country. So, in the first stanza, the poet clears the very title of the poem. The title suggests how far the poet was from his country. But in the second stanza, the poet expresses that it is past, but that remaining far away from his country was a past incident. That melancholy dream. This is a very typical Wordsworthian phrase. That a melancholy dream. What is the melancholy dream? The poet always dreamt for the ideal beauty, but he couldn't get that ideal beauty anywhere in any country. That's why the poet compares the beauty as a melancholy dream. That was a frustrated dream actually. So the poet here accepts that it is a past incident, and now I am back in my own country. Now I will quite die sorry her second time. First time he left the shore of England, but the poet here asserts that now I will not ever leave thy shore. I will be in your womb ever and ever. For still I seem to love thee more and more. Why? Why the poet didn't want to leave the shore of England? Because the poet started loving his country more and more now. That's why the poet compares his earlier searching of the ideal beauty as melancholy dream. And the poet here clears that it was a past and now. Now I am in my own country and this is my dream now. The poet was actually very disillusioned by the searching of ideal beauty, and he intensely in love with his own country now. And the very next stanza, the poet clears the very secret of his love for his country. Why? In the at the beginning, I told that there is a connection between his patriotism and his a love for Lucy. And Lucy is the obvious reason for the awakening of his patriotism. And in this stanza, the poet is going to clear that. Among the mountains, did I feel the joy of my desire. That desire for the enjoyment of the ideal beauty. Where? Now where does the poet find that beauty? In the mountain of the England. The poet here accepts that England is impregnant with ideal beauty, with a glamorous beauty. But earlier the poet denied the fact. Now the poet completely accepts that I find my desire for the beauty in your mountains, in the mountains of England. And sea, that Lucy I cherished turned her wheel beside an English fire. Whom did he love? He loved her Lucy, her beloved. And what did Lucy do? She turned her wheel beside. Here, wheel signifies many things. In one sense, wheel means that a sewing machine that produces clothes. On the other hand, the poet also tries to make the readers understand that Lucy turned her mind to England. Lucy turned her ignorance to love. She was the actual transformer. Here the credit goes to Lucy. That's why the poet deliberately uses the word wheel and English fire. And English fire. English is exaggerated here in this poem. Why? Because the poet here introduces a renewed sense of patriotism, a refreshed sense of patriotism. That and not that type of patriotism everyone possesses, but here the poet regains his patriotism. And in the last stanza, the poet both praises his beloved and his country. Why? The poet here shows a resemblance of his beloved and his country. Okay. Thy morning sword, the nights concealed the bowers where Lucy played. The light of the morning enlightened, and the darkness of night enshrouded the meadows where Lucy used to play in her childhood. The poet here says that the light has awakened the place where Lucy used to play, and this is the very things which attracted the poet to come to England back, because in that meadows Lucy played in her childhood, and now the beloved Lucy is no more. That's why the poet felt a guilty feeling, and he came back to England, because here this is the place, England, where Lucy played in her childhood. And thine too is the last green field the Lucy's eyes surveyed. And this is the place, England. England is the place where Lucy had a glance for the last time. And the poet wanted to eternalize, perpetualize the vision of Lucy, because he loved Lucy very much, and Lucy is the person who turned her wheel and transforms the poet ignorance to her love for his country. The wheel, the very word wheel, is very important, very significant in this poem. So we see that here in this poem, patriotism is very a common thing to a man, but the poet here exaggerates Lucy's connection to his patriotism. That's why the poem gets a new fresh touch of patriotism. Okay, now her question which may come from this poem is, what is the melancholy dream? Why does the poet calls his dream a melancholy the obvious question may come. And another question is a joy of my a desire. What is the desire of the poet? This is a question. Will, the word will is very significant here. So the question may come that what is signified by the word will. And this line, thy morning sword, thy nights are concealed. Here is the contrast between her daylight and her night, her day and night. So from here a question may come that what does the poet want to show us by the contrast, a morning and a night? We can say that earlier a poet was ignorant to his country, that's why that was a night. But afterwards Lucy awakened his sense of patriotism, that's why this is compared to a daylight. So here in this poem these questions are very very important. If you like my video, then like, share and comment, and please subscribe my channel. Thank you so much.